What is going on, community? It is TJ, aka Flash by Night, and we are back here with the re-up, with New Comic Book Day books, and with some mail. So I've got 5 books for New Comic Book Day. I think it's technically 4, but I picked up a 5th one that I left on the shelf last week, but I knew I needed this book. It's actually a double for me, and I needed another one. And if I see another one around, I'll probably pick that up too, because I'm all in. But before we go too far, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell, and we are going to get it started with my 1986 Transformers fans. Go ahead and say the line with me. Me Grimlock, no bozo, me King. So I have King Grimlock, issue number 1 from IDW, and I already gave this a read, and it's okay. So the premise of King Grimlock is that he basically, through magic, gets pulled into this land of sorcerers and monsters because somebody needs him, and he's got to kind of find his way and figure out, for one reason or another, how to be a hero in this land, and eventually be King Grimlock. Pretty good start to the story. It didn't knock my socks off, but because it's Grimlock, I am in for issue 2 to see how much further we go. The next book, and I always read this on Wednesday. It should be my first read, but it was my second read because of King Grimlock. But we have 7 Secrets, issue number 11, from Boom Studios, by Tom Taylor, art by Daniel Denelaculo. I'm gonna get that right one day, or else he's gonna correct me one day in my mentions or something. But I'm gonna get this right. But 7 Secrets number 11 continues to do what 7 Secrets does, and that is, by the end of the book, knock your socks off, leave you with something jaw-dropping. And this not only is no exception, but this really knocked like both socks off and rolled one pants leg up. This book here does it time and time again. The next book I have, I think, is also was also new last week, but I didn't pick it up, and it is Barbarous, issue number 2. I haven't read issue number 1 yet, so I'm gonna probably read both of those sometime this week. For those unfamiliar, Barbarous is about a barbarian who, through magic, is cursed to have to do the right thing, and his conscience is a bloodthirsty axe that also likes violence, but it's supposed to be pointing him in the right direction with this violence. So we'll see where this leads to. My next book, and this is the double I needed off of principle alone, Superman, Son of Kal-el, issue number 1. As I've said a few times already, I think that DC should do the right thing. Spike Lee joint. Go ahead, do the right thing, and make John Superman on a permanent basis. You don't have to get rid of Clark right now. You don't have to kill him off or whatever, but find some way, some creative way in the next 5 to 10 years to phase Clark out into the background, have him play more of a part-time role. John is a character that's well liked, and Tom Taylor, who is writing this book, is also well liked by the community, and nobody has, despite the uproar from people when Brian Michael Bendis decided to grow John up, there's no uproar about John being Superman in this book. So while you have those 3 factors going for you, go ahead, do the right thing, let Tom Taylor make John Kent Superman grow on people, and start to move towards the next phase in DC publishing. I think the same thing for the Flash, letting Wally maintain the Flash title. I think the same thing for Batman. I don't know who would be Batman in the next 5 to 10 years. He's got like 15 Robins to choose from. Okay, it's hyperbole, but you get what I'm saying. You've got Yara Flora. You got a new Nubia book coming up. If they want to slowly move away from Diana, you can do that. You've got time. You've got, and I think you're on the best roll that you've been on in a while, DC. So yeah, go ahead, take some of your younger characters that people like already, and push them to the forefront in a creative manner. But don't just kick your legacy characters out. But some of these characters need to go to the forefront over time, and that way you can tell stories for the next 70, 80, 90 years and not just let the well run dry. And that's my rant for the day about legacy characters and John Kent. So my last book for New Comic Book Day is Spirits of Vengeance, Spirit Rider, basically starring this character named Kushala, who is part Sorcerer Supreme, part Ghost Rider. However that works, I'm wondering about the timing of all of this, because if you haven't been keeping up, and I've barely been keeping up, but we recently lost Wanda Maximoff. We are probably going to lose Doctor Strange sometime soon. There's a Death of Doctor Strange book. It may be a swerve or it may be real, but we're losing two powerful magic users, and so this may be coming out just in time. It may be related, it may not, but I've got to give it a read. I've heard she has a really good cult following, and also it's written by Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas. So we'll see what this character does and how this book turns out. But yeah, and this is also a great cover. If you see her, see the chains there. I don't think she's right. It looks like she's kind of floating Indian style instead of riding something. Anyway, yeah, I kind of like that cover. So Spirits of Vengeance, Spirit Rider, issue number 1. We're going to check it out. Now, the last 2 books I have to show came in the mail. Came in a little Gemini mailer. And it has a funny story behind it. It's issue number 28 of Miles Morales, SpiderMan. You know, the end of the Clone Saga. But I thought I was ordering issue number 27. That's neither here nor there. I'm okay with either one, and I'll tell you why as soon as we get into it. But the first book I have, or the first copy, is the exclusive Shannon Mare variant. Like I said, it's for issue number 28. But I thought it was for issue number 27. When I bought it, it said 27. The invoice I got when I got the books even said 27. But as you can see here, it is issue number 28. So I'm wondering, do I have some kind of mistake? Or did they just change the covers or change their minds about the cover altogether? I don't know. I'll have to find out when or if I open it, because I'm afraid to open this book, because this is a nice looking book, and it looks even better in real life than I think it does on the screen. And then the last book, of course, is the Virgin version of Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 28. Like I said, this is the end of the Clone Saga, which ended okay. It wasn't they said it was supposed to be the most gut-wrenching comic you'll read all year, and it didn't wrench my gut much, but it had a nice ending. I'll say that. Oh, and let's see. I just noticed this. So I have issue 115 of 600 back here, which is pretty cool. I didn't remember the actual print count of the book. So 1 of 600 is not bad at all. And those were my comic books for New Comic Book Day and the week. Yeah, I do have 1 or 2 books that I wanted to pick up that I wasn't able to get to. And believe it or not, you should believe it. This is my MO. I forgot one of the books, but I know one of the books I wanted to get to was Not All Robots from AWA Upshot. So I'll try to get a hold of that. If not, I may order it digital. We'll see how that goes. But that's all I got for this week for New Comic Book Day. What did you grab? And what did you think of what I got for New Comic Book Day? If you enjoyed yourself today, go ahead, hit the like button. And if you want to keep up with me grabbing my comics, I almost used my old tagline. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and of course, don't forget to leave comments. The comment section is always open and you are always welcome. But I'm going to end it like I always do. Love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.